And I probably will have a beard again, but for now, today is February 10th, and 1 year ago, I died. And I truly mean that. 1 year ago, I started chemotherapy. On February 10th, I had just finished my first week of doing chemotherapy every single day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of poison getting injected into my body. While some are successful with chemotherapy in getting rid of their cancer, it is very toxic to the body and it literally kills everything within it. That is what happened to me, like everyone else that goes through this process. And reflecting on that entire time, that entire process, as things just got more difficult and just really difficult to live with, it's very, very important to reflect on these times. We live in an internet age where we're judged by likes, comments, shares, stuff that just doesn't matter if you're not alive anymore, now does it? Because ultimately, you just never know when your time is up. Anything can happen out there, and you have to appreciate your life to the fullest. These past 365 days have been unbelievable. I've learned a lot, I've gone through a lot, I've experienced a lot. You guys have been supporting day in and day out, and I'd like to thank you for your initiatives. And a huge thanks to everyone that's been supporting and getting these D4L stainless steel necklaces, where we give 50% of proceeds to testicular cancer research and awareness. In fact, this means so much to me that for the rest of February, I'm going to be giving away 100% of the proceeds from all the stainless steel necklaces that we sell at Fierce Apparel. Not only that, we're going to discount them a little bit more for the rest of February so more of you guys can pick them up and spread awareness. So when you get stopped and people say, oh, cool necklace, or what's this all about, you can tell them. The more people that can talk about this subject, the better. So thank you to everyone that continues to support the cause, even if you're not getting one of these necklaces. If you're talking about the subject, if you are spreading awareness, thank you. Something that I don't wish upon anyone to live through. It was the most difficult thing to go through. And when I say it kills you, I mean it. I still can't get veins in my arms. They are still dead in a sense. They have been, every single time I went in to do chemotherapy, I had an IV needle put into my arm, and the fact that I was poked so many times and so much poison was put inside of me. Chemotherapy drugs are poison. They literally kill almost every cell in your body. They try and destroy as many cells as possible, whether they are good cells or they are bad. They just go through your body and kill these cells. And my body still has not fully recovered 1 year later. I don't know when I'll see my veins again. They have collapsed. As somebody that is into fitness, into training, and seeing the pump and seeing some kind of veins has always been an indication that I am getting results or I had a great workout. Now that I don't see them, I get frustrated. I know it will take time and there's a chance that they will come back. But for an example, whenever I do blood work to do a follow-up to see how I am doing, they poke around for a little bit because they can't get a vein. This isn't a big deal at all in the big picture whatsoever. But every time I am in the gym and I don't see anything, I am reminded of this time. Throughout the entire treatment process, I continued to post videos every single week. I really don't know who out there would have been as crazy as me to actually do that and go through with that. But seeing as I did, there's a lot of videos where simply I had no hair whatsoever. I was a bald-headed person, or as a lot of people called me, a bald potato head. And I'll take it. I got a little bit of a potato head, but I'm not gonna get further into details of chemotherapy because I've done that. You can go check out my videos in the past of me going through this entire process on my vlog channel. I tried to vlog as many days as I possibly could. I was 100% honest with how I was feeling, perspective on everything, whether I see a bright light or a dark light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I was 100% honest and transparent during that entire process, and it was It was not easy whatsoever. What I got from that is that life truly is precious and that the little things are not worth stressing about. You know, we end up saying this when something negative happens in our life. A loved one passes away, and then we end up telling ourselves and saying to ourselves, why did I get stressed out about these little things that in the big picture and even in the small picture don't matter whatsoever? Sometimes we get so caught up with everything that we're doing, we forget about how precious life is. And then something negative has to happen for us to remember how precious life is. I think it's very important for us to reflect once a month. I'm not saying daily, I'm not saying weekly, but reflect once a month on stuff that is important to us. And reflect on things that maybe we got stressed out about or we got worked up about when we really shouldn't have, so that you can remember those lessons going forward into the next month. I'm a victim of this. I try not to be. I try and preach that we shouldn't stress out about the little things, but as a multiple business owner, I get caught up in a lot of things. And then when I step back and I start thinking, I go, that was not worth stressing about. Think about yourself 1 year ago. Think about yourself 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all the shit that you went through. And here you are today, still alive, still able to do the things that you love, still able to be surrounded by your friends and family, still able to go on walks with your dog or cuddle with your dog, still able to drink your favorite beer, still able to go to the gym and crank out some heavy deadlifts, still able to travel, and still able to sit here in front of a camera, in front of millions of subscribers and entertain them and hopefully motivate them. 1 year ago, I truly feel like I died, which is why I titled the video as it was. My body got destroyed and I had to start from the beginning. I've been working hard ever since, but I'm still not 100%. My strength still isn't there. My testosterone levels are below normal. I have no veins. I still don't feel my fingertips completely, but the most important thing is I'm still alive. Melissa Maldiva, my fiance, told me that this right here is my hero beard. That is why I started growing it, because my hero beard. I wanted to show myself that I am getting healthier. Show myself that I can grow my hair after chemotherapy took away all my hair. That's what this beard is all about. That's what this beard was all about. I am in remission. It is 1 year after chemotherapy. Although, like I said, I'm not 100% after finishing chemotherapy, I do feel as though I'm still doing pretty damn well. So much so that I don't feel like I need a hero beard anymore. I told myself if I was healthy, if my follow-up appointments all went well, my last follow-up was in January and it went very, very well, I would shave off this beard at the 1 year mark of starting chemotherapy. And so I'm going to hold that promise to myself and shave off this beard today. I've put a lot of work into this. I've put a lot of product, and it's grown. It's grown. I've cleaned it here and there. I've had a couple beard trims, and I like it. And I probably will have a beard again, but for now, okay. Oh man, this is going to get some getting used to. Wow. I really don't recognize myself right now. Look, little backwards head action. This feels so weird. There's always like something that should be. Part of me really regrets it, and then part of me's like, damn, I think I just got 10 years younger. Oh boy. That has a lot of mixed feelings. And it's not just shaving your beard. It has a way deeper meaning, as I explained. And to me, this is like such a positive step that I'm that I'm able to do this, and that it's hard to explain until you're in this position, until you've gone through these kind of steps, gone through the process, gone through what I've gone through. It's hard to explain the feeling of being able to do this. I'm sitting here trying to explain exactly the thoughts that are going through my head as to how this really feels and what to compare it to. It's something that I can't compare it to anything. Until you've been through chemotherapy personally, or sat alongside somebody that went through the whole process, I don't think you'll truly understand the meaning of this and how difficult this process really is. It's not just sitting in the hospital with poison getting transferred into your body and destroying your cells. It's the process after at home, and the months after, years after. As I've explained, a year ago I started chemo, and still my body has not recovered, like no veins, and lots of other little details. But if you have not been through this process, you will simply not comprehend and appreciate exactly how difficult it can be, and how satisfying just simple things like shaving your beard after a year after chemo, just the feeling that goes through your body. For those of you that are watching that are currently going through this process, or know somebody that is currently going through this process, let me tell you something. I know this is difficult. I know this is very, very difficult. It's a process where you think that there's no end, and you think that there's no light at the end of the tunnel, and you think that, this is the worst pain ever and it's never gonna get better. Let me tell you, it does. Stay optimistic, stay positive during this process. It's very difficult, I know, both mentally and physically. And so if you're going through it, or if you know somebody that is going through it, support them. Support them as much as you possibly can. For over 10 years, I've lived by these 3 words that are printed on my shirt. We don't just print these 3 words on a t-shirt just to sell it. No, I want people to embrace these 3 words. If you are going to wear a shirt that says dedicated for life, I want you to make sure that you guys live it day in and day out. You guys live by these 3 words day in and day out. Dedicated for life means that you are simply dedicated to life. Whatever task that you are trying to accomplish, no matter how difficult or how easy, you give 100% of your effort to that task. Because if you give 50% to that task, later on in the future, you will look back and say, I could have given it more. I could have accomplished more. I could have gotten better faster if I gave 100%. I could have been stronger if I gave 100%. I could have helped that individual prosper if I simply just gave 100% of my effort. So if you're living by these 3 words today, if you've been an avid viewer, if you've been part of Team Furious all this time and live by these 3 words, dedicated for life, let me tell you that going forward in the future, they will help you. They will help you prosper. Because like it or not, you will encounter negative situations. And when you do, it's all about how you approach them. And so when you live by these 3 words and a negative situation does come along, you make sure that you give it your all. And if you're a new viewer, a new subscriber, or first time seeing me talk about these 3 words, learn about them. There's a lot of videos. Dedicated for life. They are 3 powerful words. They aren't easy to live by. But let me tell you something. They are worth living by. So Team Furious, as I said before, let's not stress out about the little things. We will regret it in the future. We will look back and say, why did I stress out about those little things? Why did I let that bother me? As I said before, I am a victim of this. I stress out about things I shouldn't, and then I regret it in the future. Recall those events where you stressed out too much, so that when you encounter a situation that is similar to that, you will tell yourself, wait a minute, is this situation really worth stressing over? 1 year ago, I truly feel like I died and was reborn. My body died, but my mind did not. I get stronger and stronger up here day by day. And here I will continue to get stronger and stronger again but it will take time, and I'm okay with that. Thank you for watching Team Furious. I am going to continue spreading these words of encouragement, spreading these words that life really is short. We truly need to live our lives the best we can. We'll catch you guys in the next video. We are TF, Team Furious. That is right. We are dedicated for life. And of course, my friends, as always, you guys stay sexy, stay hungry, get gains, and get laid. Boom.